Oh, I forgot something. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere if you come and watch this later on. I gotta grab something. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. It's Saturday afternoon. My house is quiet, which means that the bigs are taking their nap. So I decided to go live because this will be a good time to go live for me. Now, it might not be a good time for you because, of course, it's Saturday afternoon. You might be running the streets, enjoying your Saturday because I don't know how the weather is with you, but it's beautiful here. And when the bigs wake up, I'm going to sit outside with them and play and let them play in the yard. They want to play outside because it's nice outside. Hi, Cassie. So I decided to go, Dion, how are you? So I decided to go live right now while the house is quiet and I can do this. Ooh, my hair looks a mess. Let's see, can we fluff it out? Hey, D'Angelo. So I got two things I want to do. One of them is, of course, to show y'all a couple of things I got, a few things I got. I had to wash my hair today. This roots is like, yeah, they rooting. So I'm probably gonna have to film because I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flexi riding. So it'll be nice. And I chose violence. Let's talk. I got something to say. I got something to say, and it's hilarious. And I know, and I did it on purpose, right? I did it on purpose because I ain't never scared. One thing you can always depend on, I am never scared. So let's talk about it. So for the past year, for the people who don't know, Silk Santal by, yes, they did. I'm not gonna I'm not posting that yet, but the girls have been dying for Silk Santal um by Kayali, right? They've been because it was a limited edition last year, and the girls loved it and they wanted it. You know, they wanted it bad. So I mean, if you in fragrance group, if you are in fragrance groups, baby, they've been talking about this thing all year. Women on on the tube, on everybody, you know, they've been talking about it. How they wish they could get another bottle. Oh my God, bring it back, bring it back. So Mona brought it back. She brought it back for them, y'all. She brought it back on a limited restock. So, and then had to come up. And then had to come up in at like 2 a.m. in the morning. So she made folks listen. This was some brilliant ass shit. She had people putting their alarm clock on. They brought down Sephora's app website because they had to have Silk Santal. People were buying multiples of it in order to make sure they had it. Because one of the things people say is that the performance ain't that great, so they spray a lot. But anyway, I digress. Honey, it broke the internet. Okay? Okay? You see people with 4 bottles of this stuff, right? I said, well, damn, what did I miss? I said, shit, I should have got a bottle. Now, let's be honest. Some of the people who were buying those multiple bottles were planning on selling them. Let's just be honest. But there was also a lot of people just buying it because they loved it so much, because it was so scarce. Now, into today's post. Now, supposedly she did a live on IG or something to discuss it. But let's just talk about the post. And so, honey, so now Miss Mona has said that there will be a restock next week. A restock next week. How did she do it when it was sold out 2 weeks ago? But not only that, it's going permanent. Wow. Yes, baby, it is going permanent. Now, let me tell you the conversation. And I wish people would really understand marketing 101. So, whole nation, I love Mark. I love you. Okay. So, anyway, let's just talk about how this rolled out. Now, of course, some people would, right? Hold up, let's just talk about what she did. Now, so some people are upset. Some people are, well, she's just listening to her consumers. Let me tell you something. Let's just talk about this real. She knew what she was doing. See, this is marketing 101. Listen, they knew that the people wanted it. Okay, so that was fine. But when they did that limited restock, they knew it was going permanent. They knew that it was going permanent. So people are like, well, she's just listening to us. See, no, listening to you all would have been, hey, we're going to make this part of our permanent collection and we're going to start the restock. Our first restock will be here. See, what would have happened is people would have bought it, but she would never have sold out the way she would have. Why? Because then people would have known, hey, I can get it whenever I want it. But no, they needed to they need to make sure they got them coins real quick off of that. So they did the restock. They did the limited restock, right? Right? You they bought into the restock. And they made sure that because the FOMO was going to be great for it. Basically, you saying it's a limited restock, then that meant the people who've been clamoring for it were going to lose their fucking minds, and they did. Because trust me, if they had said then, hey, we're restocking it, but we don't have that many, but don't worry, it's going to be permanent to the collection, it wouldn't have sold out the way it did. So they knew this all along. And so for the consumers, I'm sorry, when a company plays y'all that stupid, I wouldn't fuck with them. Okay, Christy, thank you. So, right? I mean, when a company play you that dumb, like y'all some goofs. Kayali just played her customer base like there's some goofs. And now, yes, people didn't have to buy 3 and 4 bottles, but they understood that the possibility was there. And by saying that, they guaranteed a sellout. This has been going on in the beauty community for years. This has been going on in the beauty community for years. And you got to remember, she comes from the beauty community. Right? Now they're claiming that it was an issue with the bottle cap because the bottle cap is different. But honey, let's not. So you went and waited a year to do a restock, but you didn't make sure you had enough caps before you did it? Right? And they talking about people that maxed out credit cards, right? Right? They're talking about, just like even now, Huda, her sister, Huda Beauty, has announced that this is going to be their last big palette for Huda Beauty. Now, some people know she's planning on a rebrand, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So right now she's hyping, this is going to be our last big palette. This is their marketing strategy. And fool and people so stupid they go for it. So who's the goofy but the consumer? Because at some point we have to learn these things and react accordingly. Because see, if people would have been like, she bringing it back, we good, then this wouldn't have happened. These people wouldn't have been in their feelings. Because do people really want to buy 4 bottles right now? Absolutely not. They wanted to buy a bottle, but with it being a limited restock, they decided, I have to have it. I have to have it. And here's, yeah, the palette ain't that cute. I saw it. I was like, oh, okay. Um, but here's the thing about that, and it's so interesting. Most of these people who are buying multiples have really large collections. A lot of these people got collections. So you gonna tell me that Silk Santal trumps everything in your collection, that you feel the need to have like 3 or 4 bottles of it? You gonna wear it that much? I promise you, even if they never restocked it again, them people who bought 3 or 4 bottles would have been tired of that shit real soon. I don't think so, Cassie. I think they would have bought it. I think knowing that it is a knowing that it is a permanent collection, people would have bought 2 bottles. People would have bought a backup. They would have done that, but they wouldn't have bought them 4 bottles, because once you know that it's permanent, the drive is not as high, and we all know this. Same, listen. Guerlain comes out with their limited edition. I run and get it. We run and get it, right? But the reality is, Guerlain say limited. It is limited. You better get it when they have it, because it ain't coming back, right? But they knew when they did the restock that it was going to be permanent, but they wanted to make sure those sales were high, right? Right? They wanted to make sure those sales were high. So they gave it as a limited restock. The wording is definitely there. And then to come right, right, Guerlain don't play. They say this shit's a limited edition. Bitch, you better buy it, because you gonna have to get on aftermarket. You ain't gonna like that aftermarket price. So, but but if you know anything about, but see, the thing is, you can tell a lot of these fragrance people aren't beauty people, because if you knew anything about the way Huda does business, her marketing strategy is this. They do this all the time. So get them coming back and making it permanent was not surprising, right? I'm when it okay, so let's talk about this. Someone said that's why they make their fragrances not last long. So people will use them up. I don't think people are using them up like that. I think they just spray them out. I'm just being honest, because there's absolutely no way you're wearing fragrances the way that we do, most of us do, in order to use a lot of one brand up in a year. I'm sorry. But then again, I keep forgetting the level of overspray has gotten ridiculous. Plus, I keep forgetting the level of layering. So let me take that all back. Maybe they do, because I have to remember the way that the layering game has become. Folks is layering 3 fragrances, 2 body oils, a body cream, a body lotion, and a body mist, maybe 2 body mists. So it could be that. So my bad, my bad. They probably are using it up. I will take back everything I said. Yes, but here's the thing. Even if they use a lot of bottles, use it a lot, they could go back. Um, Even if they do like it enough to use it up, if it's permanent, they could just buy it when they need it. See, here's what I said. That's why let me just say this, D'Angelo. When they came out with that Apple one, I can't remember the name of it. That was the last one I sampled because I said, "This just smells like a upscale body mist. This smells like you could get this in Bath& and Body Works." I said that then, and then after that, I was like, I don't never need to get another one of those. Thank you very much." But if you think about it, like I said before, the the pricing of, that one yeah, that one. Thank you, because 'cause I'll be knowing her name. Um, the the pricing of the peripheral products has gotten out of control with you, right? Right? And what I mean is, let's think about the pricing now that we have of these body oil companies, of these body butter companies, of the body mist, right? Because we're talking about now, we're starting to see now we're getting the luxury, semi-luxury body mist, and a body mist is costing $48. $48 dollars. 30 something dollars for a body mist, and they ain't even I'm like, "Are y'all goofy?" I'm just so as we know, as I say this all the time, if people don't understand this, the first rule of economics is charge what the market will bear. And that's what I'm trying to figure out too, honey. Charge what the market will bear. And if the market doesn't bear it, they won't charge it. So what they have found is that as and we're talking about, let's just be honest, on the female side of it, because men ain't paying like this for this kind of stuff because they strictly, if I'm spending luxury niche, I'm buying Bodicea, I'm buying this, right? No, now because body mist, because we're doing all this layering, now they're getting to this point where they're now going to gouge you on every step of the way. It's bad enough that the luxury brands, body creams and shit are out of control. 'Cause uh-uh, no. I'm not buying a Bond Number 9 body cream for 100 and some dollars. You can tell me it makes my skin so silky smooth. You know what? For 100 and some dollars for a body cream, baby, it should slough off my skin. It should leave me feeling like a baby. Hell, it should untwist this. I should just look at it and say, "Hey, I want you." It should untwist itself, right? So because we are now as women, we have now taken it to this extreme level where it's like it's not just about the perfume, now it's about the layering combinations. Because now that's one of the trends and the viral things is your layering combinations. And now people are layering more and more fragrances to prove that, ooh, this it's a way to use they're not to use up products, but also to flex, like, see how creative I am, and I've used all these things and I smell so good. So that has now created this other market. Right, right, exactly. The thing about luxury body products is you're buying them. See, here's the thing. Buy number 9 and all them, because I listen, I've been a layerer from way back when I was young, but it was all about me, me being fancy. Listen, me being fancy was I owned Fendi. Fendi was my go-to going out sexy ass fragrance, right? Right? Man, I wish I could do it too, but or at least be realistic about it, right? Um, that was my going out fancy ass sexy phrase. You could tell me shit in Fendi. The original Fendi, oh baby, that was one of my signature scents growing in when I was young. So my layering back then was you would get the lotion, you would get the soap. You know, you would layer all that to extend the life of your fragrance. So that was layering back then. You know, you weren't trying to layer with other things, right? You were just trying to like extend that fragrance and just be as luxurious with that. But even then, the Fendi lotion was not moisturizing. It was strictly for the fragrance. And I had to put on some other stuff to moisturize my skin. It was for the fragrance. And that's exactly what it is now. You know, yes, I have some things that are moisturizing and fragrant, but those are specific type of companies and everything. Like my Perlier. Perlier is moisturizing and super fragrant, but Perlier is a skincare body care company. Oh, my hair look like this. I look old. I look crazy. Why did y'all let me do this to myself? Somebody gonna look at this and be like, what's wrong with her hair? Whew, I know my roots is rooting. I'm about to Olaplex this stuff. It's time for some Olaplex in here. Right. Body oils may not be moisturizing. The thing is that I think my skin is soft and moisturized. Right. And Perlier has a lot of sales. You ain't never got to pay full price. Lots of sales. You know, just like Josie Marin, great quality. I'm never gonna pay. And Josie Marin, even at her most expensive, isn't as expensive as some of this stuff coming out now. Right. And even then you can get it on a um a sale. I haven't been saying hello to everybody. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jess. Hi, Faith. Hey, D'Angelo. Hey, Mark. Hey, Lashana. Hey, Lestat. Cassie, I said hey because you was the first person. Hi, Fragrance Decant Boutique. Who else do I need to say hi to? Ooh, I think I got everybody. All right, we're back. All right. Hello. All right. So, but yeah, if if we would stop buying into these companies and their practices, see what I'm saying? Shit, about to rip out my hair. Oh boy. Hi, hey, JC Published. I forgot to say hi to you. Right. Um, and of course, our girl, Sugar Mama. Hello. Speaking of Sugar Mama, we have some stuff from her today. Hey, Alicia, and hi, Mo Better Foods. Okay. Whew. Okay. So now that we've talked about them, so now that we spent some time on Miss Mona and her practice and her Silk Santal FOMO, okay, let's talk about what I got. I got a few things. Now I will say I'm gonna have to do my haul because I'm gonna end the month. So I gotta start doing my haul stuff. I gotta see what I put on my last haul. I don't even know anymore. Um, okay, let's talk. I thought I showed this, but I didn't. I showed this on my little chat last night. All right. So I got something from a declutter. Hi, Kendra. I got somebody from a declutter. So let's talk about it. I have Laura Mercier Eau Gourmand Creme Brulee. This is a discontinued Laura Mercier. We know we like the Laura Merciers. So I got that. But the seller was so kind and so sweet. She sent me, is this? No. She sent me some stuff. You know, people be trying to they be so nice when you buy something from them. Because I'm not this nice. So she sent me a little baggie full of stuff. Now she did send me something that was a little, it's a mini razor, y'all. I don't know why the seller sent me a mini razor. I don't know. Maybe she saw a picture with me and I had some 5 o'clock shadow. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a mini razor. And then this eye mask. Okay. I'm just saying, maybe she's trying to tell me something. Girl, I saw you had a beard going on. I don't know. Maybe that's. And then she sent me a little baggie with some samples in it. This is Sino Mondes. I have never heard of this company. It's a lip balm. I don't know if I'm. And then she gave me this little body lotion. Oh, we should try this now. And then a couple of scents to try. This I heard found out we figured out is a solstice scent. So this is cherry, vanilla, ambrosia, which is cool because I've been wanting to try them. This is Atkinson's Love and Idleness, which would be interesting to try because I do have Atkinson's. I got a couple, three, and something else. Okay, so that's what I got there. Oh, let me. What's it? Oh, I gotta clean up this damn house. This was just. I've got to clean up some shit. Okay, this room is like powerfully out of control. Okay, and so it's a lot left. So let's do the influencer spray into the box because the box spray. Oh, I do like it. Mmm. It's kind of caramely, but not too caramely. Let that shit go right up my nose. Okay. Woo. It's strong. Yeah, in this box. It's sweet, a little lactonic, a little milky. It's cute though. Okay, I can't wait. Okay, we got it. It's a good move. Alrighty, alrighty. Got that. Oh man, my eyes have been watering a lot. I think I need to go see my eye doctor because I've been having a lot of eye watering issue. I don't know if I'm having eye strain or what. That's why I won't wear lashes. And I'm like, I don't know yet. I'm gonna put them on one day and see if they okay. Next thing I got. Alrighty, alrighty. Hello, everybody. Okay, so now I got a package here. If I can figure out how to open it. All right. All this in recycling bin. Got some boxes. Let's see what I got. Nicely packaged, nicely. Ooh, okay, I can keep this because I might need it. All right, so I bought some sugar mama. Sugar mama. I have more than one because she went up on some of these. Some of these are $35. It is so funny how you can be sometimes. Because when I saw $35, I was like, $35? I was like, girl, it's only 35. And then I had to like smack myself and go, it's only $35, Louise. Right? So I'm buying more fragrances, sort of, because I want to try, and I'm really not trying to have a bunch of body products. I know everybody buys like the body oils and the body butters, but for me to try it now, I need to try, just get a fragrance because I'm not trying to have like a huge amount of. I'm trying to use stuff. That's my goal. What is this leaking? Okay, so this one is called Automesque. I will read you all the notes in a second. Did I turn this on? I don't know if I like this one. I'm gonna read y'all notes after I do it, but it's smelling like wet leaves right now. Hopefully it smells better on skin. Let me just get the notes for this one. Let me get the notes for this. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Like wet leaves and dirt. It might smell better on, but at this moment, it's a no. No. It's a no. It's yeah. Let me see what we got here. See, this is what happened when you be trying shit out and just be like, just get it. See, I could, but here's my problem. I didn't want to buy like a perfume oil or something like that because I know I'm not going to use it too much. And if I like it, then I got to rebuy it anyway. So that was my problem. That was my thought process. But let me tell y'all what this is. Let me see. Oh, where is it at? On the site. Okay, here we go. So let me read you the description so we can find out. Okay, so here is the description. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is the experience when you step outside on the first true day of autumn, the one where the air finally decides to stop flirting with summer and commit to that cool, crisp edge. Autumn has captured that exact moment for you, bottle in hand. See, I didn't read all this part. It's the walking through a forest where the leaves crunch underfoot, a symphony of golds, reds, and browns swirling around you. See, I didn't read that part. I read the bot. I just went straight to the notes. There's a subtle hit. Okay. Okay. With each spray, picture yourself wrapped in the cool breeze, spiced out. See, that's what I was looking for. Um, Hold on. See, this is what I read. I didn't read that part. I read this part. With each spray, picture yourself wrapped in the cool breezes, spiced apples, and creamy vanilla, harmonized with golden ambers, smooth warmth. Smoky cinnamon adds a playful riff like a saxophone solo drifting through an open air jazz club. This fragrance dances on your skin, a little sweet, a little smoky, and perfectly poised like autumn. See, that's what I was looking for. I saw apples, I saw cinnamon, I saw vanilla. I said, oh, okay, yes. But what I'm smelling right now, see, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the part I didn't read the like flirt because I was like, I don't need to read all that. But in here, it don't smell like that. It maybe on skin it smells better. I'm scared to put it on my skin right now though, because in case it do smell like this, I don't. So we can put this back in this box. We gonna make a decision if we, because that was traumatizing. Listen, I am honest enough to say when I'm buying stuff like this that you know it could be. What is it? Oh, she sent me a whole big old thing. Hold on, we're gonna see what that is. Okay, it's a big old card. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so then let's try this one. All right, put this right into the recycling bin. This is all getting thrown out right away. I got to do some stuff around here. Okay, so here's the next one. Cashmere sweater. These are really strong. It's not that this was not a bad smell. It just went up my nose. Okay, this is giving. Okay, okay, this is giving. I don't know if I necessarily want it, but it is a nice fragrance so far. We'll have to see because I'm not always about the gourmands, right? But it's cute. Cashmere sweater. I liked it. And she is black owned. Let me tell you something. I did a deep dive to make sure she was black owned because I don't want to say she was black owned and she was black adjacent. Because folks be black adjacent, right? So let's go with this. Now let's see how she wrote this one up. I'm gonna read everything because I didn't read everything. Hi, ES. Whether you're glamping under the stars or toasting marshmallows by the fire, one thing is certain: no one should venture into the great outdoors without their trusty cashmere sweater. People don't really wear cashmere out in the No, we wear cashmere when we're going out 'cause cashmere costs too much. At least I don't do it. A cashmere sweater is the fragrance equivalent of your go-to knit, soft, comforting, and endlessly stylish. This intoxicating blend envelops you in luxurious comfort with notes of warm cashmere, delicate wild florals, and soft rustic woods that wrap you in a cozy embrace. So that's how she writes that one up. Um, I am waiting for quite a few Manceras. Fig Me Up is one of them. I'm waiting for Cherry Cherry, and then Montal has two that I'm trying to get. But Mancera has been really real funny acting about sending their stuff over here. So I'm looking around for it to see can I get it. I'm on the hunt for it because they like Cherry Cherry, they only have on their their actual French website. Um, Girl, if they ever make it here, they're going this it seems like they're gonna take forever to get here. Forever. And Montal has a couple that I want. They have one called Arabian's Musk, and they have one called, I think it's called Dala Chai. Yeah, but they seem to be taking a really long time to get over here. But I am watching out for them because I do want them. Okay, so yeah, this is giving cozy cashmere vibe. You know, like the way we think of like cashmere and a fragrance, this is definitely giving it. But it does have some florals and kind of fruitiness, right? Oh yeah, you know I was. Oh yeah. So this is kind of good. By the end of before I get off, we're gonna put that stanky one on my skin and see what happens. I mean, I don't mean to call it stanky, but y'all know what I meant. Okay. Hi, African export. I was gonna call you by your name because I know it now, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if you want everybody to know your name. All right. Then we have this one called Rustic Glam. All right, let's try this one. Okay. Hey, Venetia. Hey, Venetia girl. Um, yes, we talked about Silk Santal and how she got everybody. She said, gotcha. She said, gotcha. She said, everybody. She gave y'all a big old gotcha. Okay, this is kind of nice. This is more fresh, clean. Yeah, this is more fresh, clean. Like, it's really interesting because I really can't smell it that well. But I'm getting this fresh, clean one. Okay. Let's see what glamping. What is this? What's the name of this damn thing? Rustic Glam. Let me get the notes for this. Let me get the Rustic Glam. I'm trying to find it. Why don't I see it? I wonder if she sold out of this one. Hmm. Um, Rustic Glam. So I'm trying to get the Rustic Glam. She must have sold out of this. Yep, she sold out of this. Let me see something, if I can find it a different way. Okay, I found it because she actually has a website of her own. So I found it on her site. So let me see the description. Here we go. Meet your something with rustic lamb. The fragrance that the lilac is beautiful. Um the thing is though, is that you have to catch her sometimes because she does rotate things out. So I think like lilac was more spring, summer. So I think like when she sells out some of them, or she might pull them to yeah. Okay. So this is what feel the allure of sandalwood intertwined with the rich scent of polished leather, evoking the image of your favorite boots ready for a stylish country adventure. Subtle hints of violet and spicy cardamom add a touch of city sophistication, while the grounding notes of cedarwood and iris remind you of the beauty and tranquility of wide open spaces. This sounded like really just chill, and that's kind of what I was getting from it. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? It kind of reminds me of one of JC's. Like Black Love, because it's got that irisy, but his I have to look at his note because it might be kinda similar. But yeah, it's kinda like his, but this is like sandalwood and leather, so yes. And it's hot this one, even though I guess a man really wouldn't wanna wear this, but I bet you this might smell good on a man. Leather, sandalwood, cardamom, a little cedar, iris, and violet. Honestly, real talk, I would if I was her, I'm gonna try this on, I would rebrand this because this looks kind of, girly, rename it, rebrand it, as a unisex fragrance because it's giving unisex vibes. Okay, and my last one, because a man ain't gonna want this on his, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna want that. I was gonna reach out to her and see if she wanna do a live with me. I don't know. She might be like, she might watch one of my live streams and be like, I don't know, y'all. Now she says let him sit for 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm gonna let that little stanky one sit for 2 or 3 weeks, and maybe it'll become more appley. It might become more appley, but then again, it might not. All right, then we got this. Da, 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 da. Oh, she gave me a sample too. Okay, this is a sample of Ember Glow. This is a sample of Ember Glow, and then the other last one I got was Sangria at Sunset. Okay, that might be true. That might be true. Okay. Hello. Okay, you are very much new. We've never seen you before. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's see Sangria Sunset. I think I'm gonna hold on to these little bags, starting to, because I could reuse these for things. Okay, make them a cute little gift to somebody. Okay, let's go. Put those in my bag of bags. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna. Well, hello, Emmy. Welcome. Ooh, this smells good. This does smell like sangria, y'all. It smells like a fruity sangria. Let me get y'all the notes. 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 I have got to do this hair today. Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna try this Ember Glow too. But Sangria Sunset is, oh my goodness, this smells real good, y'all. This smells well, hello, thank you for Germany. Come through. Okay, so for all you bougie chicks craving a fun, fruity escape, Sangria at Sunset is your perfect sidekick. Say hello to La Moonshine, an artisanal handcrafted elixir that balances bold, juicy fruits with your contribution to rustic cocktail party charm. This scent may bring the vibes of a boozy night out, but don't worry, it won't leave you smelling like a bottle of wine. Instead, you get a luscious bunch something of Napa Valley grapes, Valencia orange, pineapple, and dark cherries blended with rich fruity Merlot for a flirty twist. It does smell like sangria. It does. It has a wine-like quality to it, and it's got a fruitiness to it. Okay, I'm digging this one. This would definitely be a fun this is a fun fragrance. This is like a fall party fragrance. You know, we are saying summer parties, but this will be fall parties. Like if you're going out to like, because like a lot of times we do like more home parties, going out for card nights, going to a card party, going to somebody's house to watch movies. This would be perfect for it. It just feels fun, like you just like when you're hanging out with friends, just having fun. This one is that one. Yes, yes, that one's good. All right. I'm gonna have to screenshot that one so I can have it when I need it. Now this one is called Ember Glow. She gave me this, a little sample, and she got a little card for it. Ah, cute. So this says Ember Glow. Oh hell no, I can't read this. Look at how small this print is. I'm about to like. Ooh, I'm about to like. Yeah, I was about to like. Mm-mm. Uh. I was about to like go blind trying to look at this shit. No, no, no. Okay, so then we have this Ember Glow. Let's see what this is about. She's calling this her campfire kind of or glamping things. Okay, so this is Ember Glow encapsulates the best of outdoors without inconveniences like bug bites and smoky clothes. It's a warm blend of chestnuts and woody notes, complemented by sweet vanilla and pomegranate. The fragrance also features beautiful hints of jasmine and neroli, adding a touch of glamour to the cozy ambiance. So the fragrance notes are pomegranate, neroli, jasmine, jasmine. I think the chestnut is there. And then the base is cedar, sandalwood, and vanilla. Since I only got a small amount, I'm gonna spray it on my skin. We got this. All right, there we go. I'll put this in here because I'm actually gonna put this in with my next samples. Yes. Okay. Oh, this does smell good. It is a little. Ooh, okay, we'll have to let that sit for a minute. Okay, and then she gave me a look. She sent me a little cap with my name on it. I don't know what the hell this is. This is really heavy. Okay, let's see. It's got a little thing on the back. Okay, let's see. Maybe she knows I buy a lot. Ooh, this is really big. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what this is. I'm trying not to tear up the thing, but I'm about to tear it up. I'm about to. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, that is very good. It's very good. I have it, and it's very good for like if because of course I own Roses Verberanza and a saffron. And it's perfect. Oh look, she gave me these. Oh, look, she sent me a little note, and look, she's got these little cards to go with them. The glam camping collection. These are okay. I'm reaching out to her. We gonna get her on here. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is so adorable. Are y'all ready? Look at this. She's got pumpkin cream brulee latte. I think this is one of her fragrances, and she's got a um a what is this called? A recipe. Ooh, get it out. Yeah, so she's got so for pumpkin cream brulee, she's got the fragrance notes, and then she's got a recipe for it. Then she has one called pistachio s'mores, and it has the notes and a recipe. This is called caramelized apple and pear skillet cobbler, and it's got the notes and a recipe for. This is adorable. Sangria as sunset. She's got a whole recipe for it. Then we got bourbon pumpkin bread pudding, chocolate fondue base. This is adorable. Banana coconut fondue, wild berry fondue, I'm trying to let you all see them all. She got this one. Then she has sweet autumn fig. That is so cute. Isn't this? Honey, 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 we have to talk. We have to talk. I'm sending her a message. All right. So we're gonna try this thank you one on. Hey, she gotta take the good with the bad, okay? Okay, we're gonna put out a mask on this. Now I'm gonna let him. Maybe if I let it sit for 2 or 3 weeks, it might get better. Cause she does say that during the, let it sit. So I'm gonna let it sit. But let's see. Let's see how it smells on. Cause in the body line, I'm spared. Ferrari. See, I still get this in the air. Yeah, I get in the air, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let it sit. But I know what it is now. I figured it out. It is cinnamon. If you've ever, and here's what it is. It's like fresh cinnamon bark because I've smelled that before. And that's what's coming off because it's giving this really woody vibe. But I'm starting to smell the cinnamon. So I'm gonna let this sit because it might get better. Um, but yeah, it's the cinnamon bark because it's giving this kind of woody, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. But the real winner, the absolute winner was Sangria Sunset. I can't wait to wear that one. That's gonna be so cute on. So cute. So cute. All right. So let's recap. So we've had fragrances, yay. We talked about Silk Santal. So for the people who came in late, would you like me to do a recap on what I think about the Silk Santal debacle? Or have you heard about the Silk Santal debacle? You can always go back to the beginning because I ran into it right quick. But the short version is okay. So here's the short version. So she did the restock, the limited restock of the Silk Santal, right? Broke the internet. Everybody was sold out. Everybody was buying multiple bottles. Well, she's just announced that there's going to be a restock next week and that it's going to become part of the permanent collection. So, when she So let me just say this. Mona is going, gotcha. Okay, because quick recap, y'all, she knew she was doing it. She knew this was gonna go permanent. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's exactly it. Now, claims the reason why the restock is coming up so quickly is because it was a cap issue. It wasn't because it has a different cap. But here's what we're going to say. You were bringing this out. You were bring Actually, this ain't a new tactic. Who would have been doing this for years. Um her sister been doing this for years. So she said it was a cap issue, right? Girl, you had a year before you brought out this limited edition. You restocked it. In a year, you couldn't make sure you had enough caps. In a year, this is over a year since this came out. This came out over a year ago, and so when you decided to do the restock of it, you didn't have enough caps. So that's why you can no, but no, boo. No, 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 no. And people so stupid because people really will stand for anybody or like justify whatever and believe anything anybody. I need people to believe me like this. Because could y'all believe me and just like give me money? Because no, are you are we this gullible? Girl, bye. No, absolutely not. You knew you put out a certain amount to make sure that you sold out. Right. And the stand culture is they're gonna defend whatever she does. And then people are like, well, she listened to her people and she's, now making it permanent. No, baby. She was making it permanent when she did this limited restock. It was already gonna be permanent, right? It was already gonna be permanent. But what she did was they stacked the deck and made sure that they sold a lot right away. Because if she had said, "Hey, we're now making it a permanent part of the permanent collection," the sale was not would she would it wouldn't have sold out like that, right? So no, what she did it for was because in order to get everybody, because people were buying multiple bottles, it broke down Sephora's website crashed. People were up at 2 a.m. buying this stuff. It was a way, a marketing ploy. And it was a way to make sure that they sold a lot in the beginning, right now. Because the reality is, if she had said it's going to be permanent collection, they would have sold. People would have bought it. Don't get me wrong. There would have been people that were buying it, but it wouldn't have. It wouldn't. They wouldn't have purchased at the level that they did, and it wouldn't have broke. It wouldn't have broke down everybody and be like, "Oh my God, look at what Kayali did." No, people would have bought it, but it wouldn't have been such a need of FOMO for it because they would have known, oh, I can get it again. Hey, if I don't get it now, I can get it later. But by doing that, she got all them people to drop their cash like that. People would not have bought 4 bottles. They might have bought 2 bottles. They probably would have bought one and said, "Well, hey, I can if I need to get another one, I'll just get it when it another time because it's now permanent." She suck a jaw. She suck a jaw, but it's a way to insult people's intelligence and also to treat y'all like y'all goofies. Her customer base like they goofies, and they don't see it. I see it. You should treat y'all like y'all goofies because ain't no way 3 weeks, 2 weeks later, hey, we're gonna have restock, and oh by the way, now it's permanent. How you knew that was gonna be permanent when you be like, no, she's listening. No, she knew that shit, and y'all so goofy that y'all acting like it's okay. Well, but I ain't bought nothing from her since eating juicy apple. I'm telling you, I'm about to buy some, and I'm gonna get on her PR list. I changed from the next thing, right? They were gonna buy it anyway, but they wouldn't. She wouldn't have sold out. She would not have sold out as quickly as she did. She might have sold out on the first restock of it, but it wouldn't have been. But to guarantee, see, they wanted to guarantee a certain amount of bottles were going to sell right away. But in order to guarantee a certain amount of bottles were gonna sell, and to see how, because they saw there was this whole, you know, uh, need for it, shoot, it was very, people really wanted it. So in order to make sure that they sold a certain amount of bottles real quick, that's what they did. Make no mistake about that. So people are like, oh, but she loves us now. No, baby, don't get caught up in that. Yeah, this is what it is. It's the cinnamon, because it's giving cinnamon bark. Because I remember I bought some cinnamon one time and it smelled like this because it was more bark. I just recapped, Kendra. You gonna have to watch again because I'm about to get off of here and pull my hair up because I got to go out in the yard and go clean up a little bit. So I'm about to go out in the yard. I'm about to clean up. So y'all have a great day. And I came on early so we could talk. We could have, right, right, right. Oh yeah, she definitely got a price break for it. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Yes, it is jammy. Hold on. Oh, see how I'm about to kill myself? So let's see. Let's see. Yes. It's really strong on the pistachio. So it's like, y'all gonna have me smell it like a mess when I go outside. uh right. Yeah, it definitely gives a sweetness. It's a sweet rose, but it's very heavy on the pistachio. Hey girl, how are you? Listen, you see I almost fell out that chair, right? Okay. That would have been tragic kingdom. Let me just say that. Um, Tragic kingdom, honey. But so what else was I finally gonna tell y'all? Yeah, the saffron is definitely the most prominent note in this, which I like because I have I have roses purpuranza. It works very perfect with it. I'm very happy with that. Um, but yeah, I'm going out to the yard to clean it up. Well, I got to start cleaning it up. I'm not going to finish this weekend, but I got to get the yard together. Um, oh yeah, it goes perfectly with it. Um, Let me see. No, schedule install. Okay. Um, what I need to be doing is cleaning this room up, but that's not gonna happen. But it's gonna happen. What else was I gonna tell y'all about? Uh, I think that's it right now. I think y'all see I got my little, oh, there she go, there she go. I like my little pom pom. Um, what else? I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm a hot take what I said about Kayali. I'm gonna piss some people off. Watch her stands gonna come in and like, because what should I call it? I should call it like I should call it something real irritating. So like the Kayali stands would be like, hi Kayali FOMO y'all. Yeah, I have not been out in the yard all week. I gotta get out there today, clear up some things and take these rings off. Let me put my gloves on, my gardening sleeves on. Plus the kids want to go outside and play, so I'm gonna take them, let them sit outside. And since I'm tearing up some stuff, Brooklyn will be happy. She can help me like clean up. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. If you came in late, feel free. Right. How Kayali bamboozled. The K the Kayali bamboozle. You all have a great weekend. I will post up something else. I'm trying to be more consistent. So y'all see I'm being more consistent, putting a lot of stuff in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo, woo, woo. All right. Have a great weekend. Talk to you all later. Bye bye.